Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Here we are back with the Black Turn. Back in black, you could say. Sounds like a Men in Black trailer promo. But this is not. This is Operation Barbarossa, 1941. As you can see, haha, it's a brilliant victory all the way around, double medals, and no prestige has been used. So we have over 9,000, which is really 10,000, which is the maximum prestige you can get. Oh my goodness, wasn't this painful? Particularly painful were the starting 3 missions, as well as the attack on Moscow, which was just an agonizing, because it took so long. But what we're going to do is start with Army Group North. Army Group North, AGN. And let's have a look at how it happened. As normal, we'll just follow off in the branches and progress that way. These missions were the hardest. They made the Stalingrad Axis campaign look like a cakewalk. Okay, it's just some things to note. Supply. You have 1 supply on the road, 8 turns. The enemy has 2 on the road, so you can't starve them out. Second thing is you think, okay, so you have 9 turns if you want just a victory, but 6 turns. And then you'll sort of look at how it needs to be done. There's 5 turns up here, 4 over here, 6 over here. And then you think about the map, and the greatest challenge of this is the distance. 6 turns to get to the other side of the map and take the objective. So, how do you do it? Well, the initial problem is going to be random chance, RNG. You can't have bad weather. If you have it, just restart. Second thing is, where does the enemy place their first defensive line? Your infantry are very powerful in this, but they're also very useless if the enemy makes their line back here. It's kind of an interesting tension here. You need to progress forward very quickly, but you also need to engage their armor. You have to get rid of it. So as you see, instead of just shooting off my first 2 armored units that were on the north side of the river, I use them to engage their armor. I want to get rid of it. From here, take your infantry at the back, and then aim to destroy this unit here. You want to move your units at the back because they're able to get rid of the enemy zone of control, and then you can move your units which are a step further than those units initially were, 1 step closer, as you see. So now I can start to get rid of zones of control. Infantry are only really going to play a point in capturing this objective at Riga, and initially getting rid of these forces, nothing more. So the difference here, what I'm doing is, and you may wonder why, but I send my mobile units up this way. I don't send them shooting up here. I don't try to get them behind enemy lines. I don't try to shoot them up this way. I've tried that. I have probably replayed this mission 20 times. What you need to do is in your first turn or 2 is destroy units. Don't try to shoot up. Don't try to get this unit up over here. The bottom line is you're going to get bottlenecks, and if you shoot your unit up here by turn 3, you'll be able to get to up to here, turn 1. With this unit, you can get to here, turn 1. You can get to here, turn 2, but then you have to use it to attack this part in turn 3, which means you're only going that far. You're better off to engage the infantry in your first turn, shoot up here in your second, and then your third turn, get in here and engage. You can try to shoot, say, this unit, which has reconnaissance capability, to try to shoot up here so you can get up here second turn. But then you're pushing their armor back. You can't do that. You need to keep all of the enemy units within range. Also important to note, your supply step. You have a slightly extended supply if you make sure you take these 2. So definitely take these squares in here, these hexagons I should say. Okay, we just clean up that. And then from here, we use our infantry to engage their mobile units. They are a pushover, but the difficulty comes if you try to outrange them. Next, because your infantry, so your supply line is only up this one channel, this road, you must clear this off completely. You can't have units out of supply. So again, try to push as far as you can, get rid of as much zone of control as you can, and just start hammering on their units. These tanks, the mobile units, the units with any sort of particular range on them, must be destroyed. As you see, the infantry doing nice. The ultimate goal of the infantry is to take this unit up here. But there you go. And now I can shoot all my ranged units up. Where to send your units? Now, this is the next part. The majority of your armored units need to come up this path. There's a lot of forest over here, and it's going to create a lot of issues. You need to send this unit, which is your recon capacity unit, up the northeastern road. Well, you got the more the southeastern road with the rest of your units. I have one more turn to be able to capture this objective here, and I have 2 turns on this one. So it means you have to send your more mobile units to attack here. Your infantry does need to aggressively launch over here. That's crucial. Okay. So it sends all of your mobile units, and we're just going to pull it up here to take note. Send all your mobile units up this way, except one, which you're going to send this way. I do believe that's how it works. You also put this guy out of supply, considering that's an 8, and you definitely make the cut if you cut him off up here. There is a chance to use this unit to cut off by turn 2, but it won't work because you get bogged down with the mobile units. So what are we doing over here? Well, we're trying to take out this unit. You will take at least 2 mobile units to destroy, as you see, and it's best if you can use your recon unit not to. These units have an 8 range, as you see, 8. These only have a 7. So you want to be really launching these German Panzer units, convert their attack points into movement points, and try to get range with them. Okay, infantry will do a little cleanup over here. These guys are useless now, but I probably will move them up just to clear off this. But again, it's useless because my supply is on the road. I'll probably move them just because I can. Again, if you want to reorganize, but there's no overly large need. I can't reorganize these troops in time, and these guys are full. So their units will go to engage. It's pretty typical. Over here, if he's been out of supply for at least 2 turns, he will lose a reinforcements turn, which is 2 unit parts. Also take note, you don't want to get boxed up, so you want to attack with your veteran units. So what do we do over here? Well, we want to ignore enemy resistance, and we want to go for it. If we're going to take the objective on the next turn, we have to push as hard as we can. Over here, I have no choice but to attack. The reason why I put this unit up here, and if I do think about it, I possibly could have pushed every reserved unit up this way, because he doesn't really seem like he's going to come into play. But again, these units won't be supplied in too great of an issue. Now, I do attack their main supporting unit there with my airstrike. I use up 1 per turn. So attack with the most rear units. As you see, it's these slightly weaker units that only come in at 7 as opposed to the 2 8s and 9. So what did we do here? We cleared it, we got an overrun, we had a 50-50 chance, and we got it. So what actually happened, and how did I win this? Well, I was able to clear zone of control with these units. I was able to clear zone of control with this unit, and then engage that well, not engage, at least get him up there, while this unit, which came up this way, was able to get in. It was a 50-50 chance, and I was just fortunate. I don't see how else I was able to do this. I tried this mission so many times, and it always come down to I could destroy the unit, but I couldn't take the point. Again, so suggestions: you can take all, if you want to try something a little bit different, take all your armored units up here. As you see, you have an 8, so 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That'll be about 1, which will be the extent of your turn at turn 5, or even turn 4. Though, if you do need supply, you will have to take that 1 recon unit up here. The only way I could do this was again at the start, to destroy their mobile units. Take everything up this way and destroy these by turn 2, turn 3. It just, if you don't, you're going to get bogged down. If one of these guys cuts off your supply, you can have units up here by turn 4, but you're still stuffed because you can't get rid of it. Or, sorry, you can't take this. So, yes, a very tough mission, just because of the distance. But it is doable. And, what can I say? Just try again. Well, this has been Experience Points. I hope you gained some experience from watching this, and I hope you're able to get your own brilliant victory on this one. Ta-ra!